So that's what it's all about. Welcome to day 9. And today we are going to talk a little bit more about a couple tools to help you manage your vibes and really lack. So the point here is that you're creating a new identity as you become an entrepreneur and start your own business. And you have to learn how to manage your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, your beliefs, and your words. And that's what we're going to be talking about this whole series. Once you master that, then you can really have greater motivation and attract more of the kinds of clients that you want. So yesterday we spoke about how emotions could impact many of you may have learned about social emotional learning through your kids' education, but we're never taught this on your own. And for me, this is a really, really important topic and so I do want to give a caveat here that, this is not therapy. This is just for people who, entrepreneurs who find that sometimes they can't manage their motivation. They have dips in energy, and so this is a tool. But if you're finding that you're in deep depression or have anxiety or really cannot manage your emotions at all, then you should definitely see somebody about it. The neurology and the physiology behind emotions. So the point here is that you can be stuck in an emotion, and that emotion has a higher intensity than your thoughts. So if you can learn to address your emotions address your emotions first, then you can shift your thoughts easier. Okay? That's in a nutshell what we're talking about. So you'll see here that in this whole process of managing your thoughts, your words, your beliefs, and which impact your actions, there is a scale of emotion. It's a spectrum. You can think of negative and positive, but it's not that simple. And that's why I'm calling it from scarcity to prosperity. You can have you can be thinking that just everything is awful and thinking of all the awful things that could happen. And that's what I'm calling thinking in scarcity or lack. And really the tipping point to get out of that kind of thinking is to move towards sufficiency. What do I have that is going well? What is going well? What's enough? You can move towards prosperity thinking, which is, wow, thinking of all the possibilities that you can take. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 tools to help you do this, because it's not just a matter of just thinking, changing your mindset. It's more complicated than that. Okay, so here's some tools just to kind of give some references to where the science behind this. You've all heard of the law of attraction, which was developed by Esther and Jerry Hicks, which talked about this emotional guidance scale, and that's where this comes from. And then there are all sorts of studies going on which link vibrational frequency of emotion to actual Hertz frequency rates. And there's just a lot going on in the medical field in this arena. So the point is that emotions fall into the spectrum of vibrations from low frequency to high frequency, and the tipping point is satisfaction. So if you can identify positive aspects about any given situation, you are actively changing your frequency. When I say emotions, I'm using emotions and feelings synonymously, and tomorrow we're going to actually distinguish between thoughts and emotions, because sometimes it can be confusing. So here's just a list. On the low part of the scale, or at the very bottom left, is the lowest vibration, which is fear, grief, despair, powerlessness. And then it kind of goes on up. And so I have highlighted here some of the feelings and emotions that are common to entrepreneurs that I see with my clients all the time. From fear of the unknown to unworthiness, gee, I just don't have what it takes to do this, to jealousy, like, oh, that person, especially with social media on Facebook, blaming circumstances. Discouragement, worry, and doubt, I think, are the most common, and overwhelm and disappointment, and then frustration when things don't go well. All right. And what we want to do is to move to sufficiency, contentment, satisfaction, hopefulness, And then over to the right-hand column to having belief in yourself, optimism of the possibilities, enthusiasm, happiness. And these are the much higher vibration, which is going to help you attract, not only be more attractive, but have a lot more fun too. Okay? So the two tools. The main thing in all of these is to name your emotion first, experience that emotion without judgment, then to gauge the vibration behind your emotion, and then focus on what you want to feel, and then work to incorporate that new vibration. So that's how you use this vibrational tool. If you think of the spectrum and try to move yourself across that spectrum. Okay, so an example would be, I've been working my ass to offer a program. I've just been working so hard and the program bombed. I didn't get enough signups for it to be feasible. So what is that emotion that you're feeling? So this would be a client who's feeling this, or it's happened to me before too. It happens to all of us. So the emotion, it was discouragement and pessimism. Like, this is never going to work. And so what you do is just say to yourself, okay, I'm feeling low, I'm feeling deflated, sad, heavy, blah, whatever it is. And just sit with that. Okay? And then kind of from a third party, pretend you're looking at yourself from another perspective and say, how am I vibrating right now? Well, I'm feeling pretty sad, so I am definitely vibrating in lack or scarcity, not enough. Okay. And then the fourth step is, well, how do I want to feel? Well, I want to feel excited about my work, and I want to feel like I'm walking my talk, and I want to be able to empower others and be focused and present and engaged. And so the next step would be to work on, well, okay, what am I doing that is right? And I can actually shift that emotion to wow, you know what? I have learned from this program, and next time I do it, I'm going to change these three things. So here's what I've learned, and it makes me feel so better. So I actually am feeling lighter, and I'm getting goosebumps just going through that process, right? And I'm breathing better. Okay. All right. So now so that is the vibrational tool. Now the next tool, if that doesn't work, is what I call the purging process tool. And I'm actually going to expand this so you can see the words, because I know the others were hard to see. And then we'll wrap up. Oh, shoot, you can't really see. Well, anyway, so the purging process tool goes like this. There are 4 steps. First, you want to breathe deeply. So you're feeling that awful feeling. And the 4-box exercise is one that slows your heartbeat, and it sends a cue to your brain that you're not in danger. And so the way that works is to breathe in 4 counts. Then you'll hold your breath 4 counts. Then you exhale 4 counts. And then you hold your breath 4 counts. So that's the 4 sides of the square. And keep doing that until you reduce your heart rate. Then the next step is to write your emotions down and on a piece of paper, and write down just all the emotions that you're feeling about whatever that situation was. And then you can either cross it out, or in fact, if you have a safe place, we put it in the fireplace and just burn it. So you just destroy that. Or you can, step 3 is you can role play with a trusted partner or a coach. And the 4th thing that you could do is actually transform that heavy energy, that low vibrational energy, to a physical object like a balloon. So you blow up a balloon. You can even write with a Sharpie or something on the balloon what the emotions you're feeling are, and then you can just pop the balloon. Or you could do the same thing with an egg and just crush the egg. You can do it with a pillow too. I know that sounds silly, but there's just something about crushing that emotion and destroying it. Okay. Okay. So as we wrap up here, we're going on 15 minutes. I don't want to go over. So that those are the two tools that I want to share with you today. They're very doable and they work to really eliminate those low vibrations and to recognize the emotions as we have them and switch to a different, more positive emotion or a neutral emotion. So, two quick announcements. One is that tomorrow, as I said, I am doing the live stream at 8 a.m. because I'm going on vacation with my family. And then I will be resuming on Monday, August 9th. And I'll be talking, I'll let you know what that is about. And in the meantime, if you'd like to set up a time to chat, I have my calendar available. You just go to bit.ly/20-minute discussion. And if you want to reach me, my website is InANutshellConsulting.com, or you can reach me at Rebecca@InANutshellConsulting.com. And my social channel is @InANutshellCEO. Thanks for joining me today. And whatever. Have a good day.